Hello, and I welcome you to my video classes on water resource management. So now we have started a new chapter, and this chapter is mainly related to integrated water resource management, right? So nowadays we are going for a new method to water resource management, and one of the recent method is integrated water resource management. It is a recent topic and a recent method of water resource management. And myself, Vishwanath, our team, assistant professor in the Department of Civil Engineering, Jain College of Engineering, Belagavi. So now we'll see what is the main discussion of today's video. So in this video we are mainly discussing about definition of integrated water resource management, need of integrated water resource management, then concept of integrated water resource management. Now we'll understand what definition of integrated water resource management. So here it is according to Global Water Partnership, right? And they given a definition. The definition is it is a process which promotes the coordinated development. So they are telling that it is a coordinated development among the different stakeholders and management of water, land related resource. So here we are not focusing, here they are not focusing only water, even though it is a water related, but when we are focusing on land and related resource in order to maximize resultant economy. Resultant economic means what? It benefits, right? Even benefits with the some benefits, and social welfare, even we are getting economic benefits as well as society improvement, social welfare in an equitable manner. Even we are maintaining equitable manner without compromising the sustainability of vital ecosystem. So here we have to focus, one is it is a coordinated, so coordinated among the planner, user, policy maker of management, and it is a management of water as well as water related resources. One is land and one is biodiversity, in order to maximize the resultant economy, means with a small investment more profit of, and as well as social welfare in an equitable manner without compromising the ecosystem. Even we are not neglecting the ecosystem. For example, how it is called as the integrated, because when we are going for water resource management, we have a different type of water. One is drinking water. So when you supply for drinking water, obviously at the end it will make a wastewater, and even after the wastewater, if you are making recycling, even recycled water, right? So then storm water, groundwater, surface water, these are all three types of water which is available on the earth. So whenever we are making the planning, we have to take the considerations of all three, means all three all are interrelated. And even when we go for management of this, we have to consider the economy, means even economics is very important, like investment and profit. So then public awareness, even people has to know about it, how to use, and if people are don't know, then entirely the system will fail. So even we have to make some rules and regulations. Then integrated planning, and even we have to go for scientific analysis. Whatever management we are taking, that will be based on the scientific and based on the research, and it improves the water management, right? Sustainable development, we need developmental activities but without compromising the ecosystem. So environment is very important, and we cannot deal with the environment, right? Right, it is a definition. Now we'll see why actually needed, why integrated water resource management. Already we are making the water resource management, but why we required? Because in like 50 year in as of now it is a recent topic, but earlier we have water resource management based on the construction of dam. We thought that dam will give all the solutions of water resource management, but recent studies they are telling that dam has some impacts on the water resource management. It has an impact on environment. So impacts like need a large area and investment. It requires large area, right? Because it has to store the TMC of water, means it required large area. So when large area is required, means already some areas will be used for agriculture, area will be used for forest, area will be used for settlement. So when we are planning the dam, then we have to make the migration of the species as well as the people. So that's what non-voluntary migration of people, right? So then when we are constructing the dam, water will be stored on upstream. So what about the downstream? Even it makes the flooding on the upstream, and it creates the water scarcity in a downstream. Then change in the natural flow of water, effect on the biodiversity. Effect on the biodiversity means what? We require the huge construction activities. When we require the huge construction activities means we have to create the road. So when we have to create the road means we have to make the removing of plants, means for deforestation. So due to the deforestation, many species or birds or some many insects, they will lose their livelihood. So that's what it will impact on the biodiversity. Then some species will be there, some species like a fish, they are migratory fish, right? Based on the climatic condition, based on the temperature, based on the climatic condition, they will migrate from one place to another place. So when there is no barrier, then they can move from easily from one place to another place. When we are creating barrier like a dam, so then it affects on the migration. And finally it causes the death of the fish. Then sedimentation at the dam, so even it causes the sedimentation, and even sedimentation will be lost at the downstream, and it may cause quick releasing of water, it may cause the erosion, right? Quick erosion. These are the some problems due to the construction activity of dam, but these are the impacts we can overcome with the help of integrated water source management. So we'll see how we are overcoming these problems, right, one by one. So now we will understand concept of integrated water resource management. What actually integrated water resource management, on what it depends. So actually framework developed means they want to give what actually it has to be work on the main three principles. So one principle is, or even it is called as a 3E, or three pillars of integrated water resource management. So one is economic efficiency. Economic efficiency means what? Like no, we have to think about our investment or our recovery. So a small investment has to be made, but more benefit will be taken from that, and that benefit has to be created for all, not for only one species or only for human. Even that investment and efficiency has to create a good society as well as ecosystem around that, right? So that is what economic efficiency. Greatest benefit to the greatest number of users, greatest benefit to the greatest number of users. So here number of users are creating more. Then with the available finance and water resource, right? So next one is equity. So it is not a market equity, it is like no equity among the social condition, social equity, right? Ensuring the equal access to all the users. Here we are, what we are making the accessible to all the type of people, all the type of people, like poor people, rich people, marginalized people, but mainly we are taking considerations of poor people and marginalized people, and they has to get a good quantity of water as well as good quality of water which they require for sustainable life or good life, right? So even here quality is taken considerations, even sufficient quantity of water also he has taken the considerations. And it is what I told, it is a human related activities, but even here considerations of environment is also considered, even it is given a more important. You can see ecological sustainability. In the ecological sustainability, mainly we are taking considerations of how much water is required and adequate allocation. Here adequate allocation to the natural, right? Nature is there, and even nature, for nature it has some functioning activities, means even plant growth will be there, photosynthesis activity will be there, right? Grass development, all the functions will be there of environment, and for that how much water is required, that much of water is given consideration to the ecosystem, right? Here ecosystem is taken considerations and accessible to the all the people, and even it is taken a considerations of economy, investment, and greatest benefit. To achieve this we require some structure, we required structure, and here these structures are mainly, one is enabling environment, means we have to create or we have to make the awareness among the people, right? So we have to go for integrated water resource management. Why? Because people won't go easily, right? So you have to create awareness among the people. But how to create the awareness among the people? By making rules and regulations, or creating some policies or strategies or legislation, right? So by policies, strategies, and legislation, through legislation, strategy, right, and policies, right? And why it is created? Because you have to need sustainable development and management, right? So then To create awareness, right? So to create awareness and to manage all the things, we require some institute framework and institutional framework. Institutional framework means what? For example, police station. So police station is an institute, but that police station is working under the rules and regulations, right? So even we have a hierarchy. There will be different officers, and based on their designation, they are working according to the rules and regulations, according to the framework. Right, that framework has to be created for integrated water resource management. Means we have a different institutes like a water resource department or water resource administration. In that again we have to create a separate administration for integrated water resource management. So this institute will take care of all the activities with the officers, right? And this will be created based on the policies. Means we have to tell duties of all the persons they has to do under the law and rules, right? So that is what institute. So then we have to provide the basic facilities to carry out all the activities. That is what management instrument. Management instrument means whatever activities are there, like assessment, right? Whatever you want to take any activities, it has to be made assessment. Means we have to go for all the scientific analysis. To do the scientific analysis and collection of information, implementation, right, modeling and evaluation, so many activities will be there. It means that to complete enabling environment and institute and to make it successful, they has to do some jobs. So that jobs will be given, or some capacity development or some whatever resource are required to carry out all this activity has to be provided under management instruments. Management instruments, right? So these are the three main structures to achieve the basic principle of 3 E's. So now we'll see how they are principles and structures interrelated, how it is interrelated. And this entire analysis is also called as integrated water resource management components. Integrated water resource management components, right? So here it is composed of principles, then it is composed of structures, then based on that result. So you can call this is a result of these two. So one is principles. So here principles are divided into 3 E's again, right? As I explained earlier: economic efficiency, equity, and environmental sustainability. Environmental sustainability, here considerations of economy is also taken, then equity and environmental sustainability. Then how to achieve this? With the help of structure. So structure is also here management instruments, right? Assessment, information, allocation instruments, right? So then enabling environment. So how to enabling environment means maintaining in a good condition. So how to maintain in a good conditions? By rules and regulations like Water Act, Air Act, right? Forest Act, Fishery Act. So many acts will be there, and rules and regulations will be there. Based on that we are making the good environment. Then how to maintain this good environment? We are making some organizations or institutes, right? What is institute means we are creating some offices, right? It may be a local office, or it may be a central office, it may be a river basin office, or maybe public and private organization. Here is the office to carry out all the activities, right? And what is the main importance of principle and structure? Main importance is balance water for livelihood. Here livelihood means here it is also taken species as well as human and human surrounding, right? Environment is also considered, human is considered, and all the species are considered, right? That is what result of principle and structure. Result is what? Main agenda is what? Balance water for livelihood and water as a resource. Water as a resource. Then I'll end with this lecture with one of the proverb. So here proverb says, pure water is the world first and foremost medicine. So it has a very good meaning. So you can if it is a water is in a good condition, then we not need any medicines, and without medicine also you can live with a comfortable. But the water has to be in a pure condition. It should not have a color, it should not have a some conditions will be there, some standards will be there. If water is pure, then it is the first and foremost medicine. We don't require any hospitals, we don't require any medicines, right? So thank you for watching this video.